Hi, it's me, Shakti Sundari, and this morning I am speaking from Trent Park again, one of my favourite places in the woods, and I've been looking for a place to prop my phone up so that I could talk, and also so I could find somewhere that was peaceful. I know it's really crazy, but it's so busy in the woods on a morning. I hope that you can hear the bird song. It is really peaceful now, and it's very beautiful and still. And that stillness and the presence of life and nature around me is very soothing to my heart this morning. I woke up to hear about what had happened in Manchester last night, and it breaks my heart. So I'm really feeling the sadness of that destruction, of the fact that anyone can get to a point where they have othered another so much that that is something that is possible. I'm sorry for all the grief, for all the pain, for all the devastation and the loss. I'm so sorry. And I'm also still navigating some of my own heartache and emotional pain at the same time. So, wondering what the sutras can bring this morning to this, as we remember, as I remember, once again, my true nature. My true nature is truth. Which is so easy and so evident to feel in a place like this. Because life is all around me and in me. So I'm going to read from the Banter verses 13 to 14 this morning. Shiva is responding to Shakti's questions about life, about how she can understand life and find meaning. So I'm going to read from the Sanskrit first. Aprabudha matinam hi etabala vi bishishka matri madakavat sarvam pravritri artam udaritam tikkala kalana unmukta desha udeshaa viveshimi viapadeshtam ashakya aso akatya parama ataha. At the beginning of this book, they speak of the alchemical power of Sanskrit. And as I read the Sanskrit live, I really am feeling that. And I'm going to read the English translation, and I can see somebody's put some words in French. Oh, je ne parle pas très bien français. Je suis désolée. So I'm going to read the English translation. Shiva speaks to Shakti. All the stories about me are like tales you tell naughty children. The goblin is going to gobble you up, or else soothing fables mothers spin as they hand out sweets. Leave these fantasies behind. Let me tell you of the luminous path. I am beyond measure. I cannot be calculated. I am beyond space and time. I am beyond ancient and beyond the future. There are no directions to me. And once again, all the stories about me are like tales you tell naughty children. The goblin is going to gobble you up, or else soothing fables mothers spin as they hand out sweets. Leave these fantasies behind. Let me tell you of the luminous path. I am beyond measure. I cannot be calculated. I am beyond space and time. I am beyond ancient and beyond the future. There are no directions. Oops. There are no directions to me. There is comfort in connecting with this sense of universal presence, beyond space, beyond time, beyond death, although it doesn't say that, but yes, beyond space, beyond time, beyond the finite self that we are now. And I love that final line, there are no directions to me. And what I take from that is the realization that I am already here, and consciousness is already here with me, within me, all around me, ever present, illuminating everything. So of course there are no directions, because it is, and I am, and we are here. And here is where everything is. Sounds like I'm speaking in riddles, but it makes sense to me. And also, just coming to the first verse, Shiva says, all the stories about me are like tales you tell naughty children. The goblin is coming to gobble you up. Yeah, doesn't that remind, well, it reminds me of all the Christian doctrine that I was brought up with about punishment, about shame, about guilt, about sin. Don't do this, and because if you do this, this is going to happen. All that fear and shame and guilt we instill in children, in young minds, thinking that we have to please an external God who will punish us if we're not good, if we don't do the right thing. And this is just a human projection. This is not the reality of Supreme Consciousness. Supreme Consciousness does not judge, threaten, punish. That is the human weakness, that is the human expression of our shadow, but that is not the expression of Supreme Consciousness. And Shiva says, or else soothing fables mothers spin as they hand out sweets. So that's the polarity. There's the threat, or there's the placating, the soothing. Yes, it will all be better if you do this. It's okay, you'll be taken care of. If you're a good boy, if you're a good girl, right? All that nonsense. The way that we manipulate our children, the way that we manipulate others with these promises of reward. And maybe it's one of those stories that has in some way permeated the consciousness of whatever's happened for the person who perpetrated that crime in Manchester. You know, one of these stories of threat or of the promise of reward. But actually, as Shiva says, these are just fantasies. These are just fantasies. Leave them behind and just be with the awareness, with the knowing that I am beyond measure. I cannot be calculated. I am beyond space and time. There are no directions to me, because I am already here in your presence, in your midst. If you would only open and feel and see and recognize and understand this. Let me tell you of the luminous path. So once again, this beautiful, evocative language seduces my soul to awaken. And I hope that in sharing it, your soul will be touched too. Wishing I could send some of this peace and beauty from nature to you. and wanting to connect with everyone's heart this morning from a place of love. So thank you for watching, and join me again next time, tomorrow, for more of the Radiance Sutras. Sat Nam, and much love.